When a woman starts pulling away, most men panic. They start chasing, texting, calling, and trying to fix whatever they think went wrong. This is the worst mistake you can make. The moment you start acting desperate, you lose. Women test men in ways they don't even realize. A woman's interest in you isn't just about what you say or do, it's about how you carry yourself when she pulls back. If she sees that you're too available, too emotional, or too weak to handle distance, she will lose even more interest. Modern dating is ruthless. A woman will distance herself for many reasons. Sometimes she's testing your strength, sometimes she's talking to someone else, or sometimes she's just bored. But your reaction is what matters. A masculine man stays in control. He doesn't beg for attention. He doesn't chase. He doesn't overanalyze. He holds his frame and lets her feel the consequences of pulling away. If you react correctly when a woman ignores you, something powerful happens. She starts to feel your absence. She starts wondering why you're not chasing. She starts realizing she might lose you. And that's when her interest comes back. This video will give you 7 solid steps to handle a woman distancing herself the right way. These are not weak emotional responses. These are masculine strategies that make her rethink pulling away. Pay attention, because this is where most men fail. They react wrong and destroy their own value. But after this, you'll know exactly what to do. Let's get into it. I've created a community on Podium where I break down everything you need to know, step by step. You'll get no nonsense, practical advice that will boost your confidence and help you build stronger, more meaningful connections. And the best part? The first 20 people who join will get an exclusive discount. So don't hesitate, click the link in the description to grab your spot. If you know someone who could use this, share it with them. 1. Stop chasing her. The moment a woman pulls away, your first instinct might be to chase her. That's exactly what she expects you to do. She wants to see if you'll react emotionally, if you'll start begging for her attention, or if you'll become needy. The more you chase, the more power you give her. And in modern dating, power is everything. A high-value man does not chase a woman who is pulling away. He does not double text. He does not call to ask what's wrong. He does not send long emotional messages trying to explain himself. He does nothing, and that's exactly why it works. Women are wired to respect a man who is unshaken. When you stop chasing, she starts to wonder why. She expects you to panic, but when you don't, it sends a clear message. You are not desperate for her attention. That alone makes her think twice about pulling away. Imagine this. A man is dating a woman, and she suddenly starts acting distant. He texts her, "Hey, are you okay?" No response. He waits a few hours and texts again, "Did I do something wrong?" Still no response. Now he starts calling, overthinking, and trying to fix something that might not even be broken. What happens? She loses attraction because she sees him as emotionally weak. Now imagine another man in the same situation. She pulls away, and instead of chasing, he does nothing. He focuses on his life. He keeps moving forward without looking back. What does she think? Why isn't he chasing me? Why doesn't he care? That curiosity makes her want his attention again. Men who chase lose. Men who stay still win. Your silence speaks louder than any message you could ever send. 2. Focus on yourself immediately. When a woman starts ignoring you, the worst thing you can do is sit around thinking about her. Over-analyzing her actions, stalking her social media, or waiting for her to text back will only put you in a weak position. Instead, you need to shift your focus completely, back to yourself. Most men make women the center of their world. They don't even realize it, but the moment a woman pulls away, they start acting lost. They lose focus at work, they stop hitting the gym, they become emotionally drained. That's a huge mistake. The second you make a woman the most important thing in your life, she will start losing respect for you. A masculine man always prioritizes himself first. He doesn't let a woman's actions affect his mission. He stays busy, he works harder, and he makes sure his life keeps moving with or without her. That is what makes a man attractive. Women feel it when a man has purpose. And they also feel it when a man is sitting around waiting for them. Let's take an example. Two men are in the same situation. A woman they like starts ignoring them. The first guy waits by his phone all day, wondering why she hasn't texted. He gets anxious, loses focus, and when she finally messages him, he immediately drops everything to reply. The second guy, on the other hand, barely notices. He's working on his goals, hitting the gym, spending time with friends, and improving himself. When she finally reaches out, he takes his time to respond because he's actually busy. Who do you think she's more drawn to? The man who needs her attention to feel okay? Or the man who has a life so good that he doesn't even notice her absence? The answer is obvious. When you focus on yourself, something powerful happens. You start becoming the prize instead of chasing the prize. Women can sense when a man is truly self-sufficient, and that's what makes them want to come back. If she pulls away, let her. Use that time to build yourself up. Improve your body, mind, and finances. Become the kind of man that women regret ignoring. 3. Match her energy. When a woman starts ignoring you or pulling away, your instinct might be to do more, to text her first, to check in, to show her you care. That is exactly what you should not do. Instead, you must learn to match her energy. If she gives you less, you give her nothing. Most men fail this test because they act too invested in a woman who has already pulled back. If she takes 5 hours to text back, they reply within seconds. If she cancels plans, they offer to reschedule. If she stops showing interest, they try even harder to win her attention. This behavior kills attraction instantly. A high-value man does not overcompensate for a woman's lack of effort. He mirrors her behavior. If she takes hours to respond, he takes hours or even longer. If she cancels plans, he does not reschedule. He lets her come back when she's ready. If she stops texting, he stops texting completely. Imagine two men in the same situation. A woman suddenly stops being affectionate, takes forever to reply, and acts distant. The first man reacts by trying harder. He double texts, asks what's wrong, and tries to win her back with attention. What happens? She pulls away even more because she senses his desperation. The second man, however, notices her distance and adjusts accordingly. He stops texting first, becomes less available, and focuses on his life. What happens? She starts wondering why he's not chasing her. Women are emotional. They respond to contrast. When they feel ignored after they pulled away, they start craving your attention again. But if you keep chasing, they never feel your absence. And without absence, there's no reason for them to miss you. The biggest mistake men make is thinking they can force a woman's attraction by putting in more effort. That's not how it works. Attraction is built when a man controls his emotions and lets her feel what it's like to lose him. If she's pulling away, match her energy. If she acts like she doesn't care, act like she doesn't exist. That silence will make her question everything. 4. Make her feel your absence. When a woman starts ignoring you, the biggest mistake you can make is sticking around and waiting for her to come back. Most men do this without realizing it. They stop chasing, but they still leave the door open for her. They check her social media, watch her stories, like her posts, and keep themselves in her world. That is weak behavior. If a woman pulls away, she needs to feel what it's like to lose access to you completely. She needs to feel the discomfort of your absence. That means you don't just stop texting her, you disappear. You remove yourself from her space entirely. No likes, no comments, no checking up on her. You let her feel the full impact of her decision to pull away. This works because most women pull away expecting you to still be waiting in the background. They assume you'll always be there, ready to respond the moment they decide to come back. But when you truly disappear, they feel the shift. They start wondering where you went, why you're not paying attention anymore, and whether you've moved on. Imagine a man dating a woman who suddenly grows distant. He stops texting her but keeps liking her posts and watching all her stories. What does that tell her? That he's still emotionally attached. She still feels his presence, so she has no urgency to come back. Now imagine another man in the same situation, Except this time when she pulls away, he vanishes. He doesn't check her stories, he doesn't interact, and he makes himself completely unavailable. That creates mystery. It makes her feel the weight of his absence, and suddenly she starts missing him. Women do not miss consistency. They miss what is no longer there. They are drawn to mystery and uncertainty. If you're always available, there's no reason for her to chase you. But when you disappear completely, she starts thinking, did I lose him? Is he talking to someone else? Why isn't he paying attention to me anymore? That is what brings her back. This is not a game. It's about showing a woman that you won't tolerate being an option. The moment she pulls away, she should feel that she's at risk of losing you forever. And that only happens when you remove yourself completely. If she distances herself, you do not exist in her world anymore. That silence is more powerful than any words you could ever say. 5. Become a man she can't replace. A woman pulls away because in her mind she thinks she can do better. Maybe she's getting attention from other men, maybe she's losing interest, or maybe she's testing to see how much you care. Whatever the reason, one thing is certain: if she truly believes you are the best she can get, she will not ignore you. This is why you must become the kind of man that a woman feels lucky to have. A man who is not easily replaced. When a woman ignores a man, it's usually because she sees him as average. She thinks he's predictable, she knows he wants her, and she doesn't feel the urgency to chase him. But when a man stands out, when he is in high demand, when he has options, when he is always improving, she starts to fear losing him. Let's break this down. There are two types of men in dating: the forgettable man and the unforgettable man. The forgettable man is the guy who does everything right, but lacks the one thing that keeps a woman emotionally hooked: exclusivity. He is always available, always texting, always predictable. Women like him, but they do not value him because he is common. If they ignore him, he waits. If they return, he accepts them instantly. There is no challenge, no thrill, no fear of losing him. Then there's the unforgettable man. He has something that women desire but can't easily find: options, ambition, and a sense of purpose. He doesn't chase, he doesn't beg for attention, and he doesn't tolerate disrespect. He focuses on his goals, he builds his body, his mind, and his wealth. Women don't just like him, they compete for him. If a woman pulls away from this man, she feels the risk of losing him to someone else. Think about the most attractive, high-value men in the world. Do they chase after women who ignore them? No, they are too busy living a life that is exciting, fulfilling, and full of opportunities. That is why women chase them instead. So how do you become a man that a woman can't replace? First, you build yourself. You improve your finances, your health, your social life. You expand your options. You make sure that you are never emotionally dependent on one woman. The moment you become a man that other women want, the woman who pulled away will feel the pressure. When a woman distances herself from you, it is a test. If she sees you waiting around, she will confirm that you are just another guy. But if she sees you moving forward, becoming better, and attracting other women, she will feel something powerful: regret. A woman ignores what is average, but she chases what is rare. Become a man that she can't easily replace, and she will always come back. 6. Let her come to you. A man who understands his value never forces a woman to stay in his life. He knows that attraction cannot be begged for, argued into existence, or forced through effort. If a woman pulls away, he does the one thing that most men are too afraid to do: nothing. The problem with most men is that they are too reactive when a woman ignores them. The moment she becomes distant, they panic. They overthink. They ask what's wrong. They send long messages trying to fix things. What they don't realize is that this only makes things worse. A woman needs to feel a natural desire to come back to you. If you try to pull her back, she will only resist more. But if you let her go completely, something interesting happens. She starts feeling the loss. Think about it. If you chase her, she has all the power. She controls the dynamic because she knows that no matter how distant she becomes, you'll always be there. But when you pull back and stop chasing, you force her to make a decision. She has to either move on completely or come back on her own. And more often than not, she will choose to come back if you give her the space to feel your absence. This is how women work. They need to feel emotions, not be told what to do. If you try to convince her to stay, it won't work. But if she starts missing you because you disappeared, her emotions will naturally pull her back. Imagine two men. One gets ignored by a woman and immediately reacts. He texts her, asks what's wrong, and tries to fix things. The other man notices her distance and stays completely silent. Who do you think she will be more drawn to? The man who chased her? Or the man who let her go, making her wonder if she lost something valuable? It's human nature. People want what they feel they might lose. That's why silence is your greatest weapon when a woman ignores you. Now, some men worry, what if she never comes back? That's the wrong mindset. If she never comes back, she was never truly interested in the first place. And if that's the case, why would you want to waste your time on a woman who doesn't see your value? The men who win in dating are the ones who are completely detached from the outcome. They do not chase, they do not beg, and they do not wait. They move forward, and if a woman is truly interested, she will find her way back. So when she distances herself, let her come to you. If she doesn't, you just saved yourself from wasting time on the wrong woman. 7. Control the frame or lose her forever. In every interaction between a man and a woman, there is a power dynamic at play. One person is leading and the other is following. If you do not control the frame in your relationship, the woman will take control. And when that happens, you lose attraction, respect, and eventually her presence. When a woman pulls away, most men react emotionally. They start chasing, they start asking questions, they start trying to fix whatever they think went wrong. But what they don't realize is that by doing this, they are handing her all the power. Let's break it down. The frame is the unspoken dynamic that determines who is leading the relationship. Women are naturally attracted to men who set the tone, establish boundaries, and move with confidence. But the moment a man becomes emotionally reactive, he loses that power. Think about it. Why do women lose interest in men who chase them? Because chasing is a sign that the man is not in control. If you are the prize, why would you be the one running after her? Women are biologically wired to follow men who lead. If she senses that you are no longer leading, she will subconsciously lose attraction. Now, when she pulls away, your reaction determines whether you keep the frame or lose it completely. The weak man breaks frame immediately. He starts over-explaining, apologizing for things he didn't even do, asking what's wrong, and desperately trying to win her back. This behavior confirms to her that he is not a leader. The strong man, on the other hand, never breaks frame. He does not react emotionally. He does not beg for attention. He does not chase or try to fix anything. Instead, he holds his ground. He lets her feel his absence. He does not try to win her back because he knows he is already the prize. Here's the truth. When a woman pulls away, she is testing you. She wants to see if you will stay in control or if you will fall apart. And the moment she realizes you are still calm, focused, and in control of your life, she will feel a strong pull back toward you. Women do not respect men who fall apart emotionally. They do not chase men who lose control of the situation. But they are irresistibly drawn to men who remain unshaken no matter what happens. If a woman ignores you, hold your frame. Do not react emotionally. Do not chase. Let her come to you on your terms. If she doesn't, she was never worth your time in the first place. A man who controls the frame never loses a woman. She either stays or she leaves. And if she leaves, he doesn't care, because he knows another woman will take her place. A man who understands his value never chases a woman who pulls away. Instead, he holds his ground, stays in control, and lets her come to him. The moment you start chasing, begging, or reacting emotionally, you lose power. And once you lose power, attraction fades. Women are drawn to men who remain confident, unshaken, and in control, no matter what happens. If she distances herself, let her feel your absence. If she comes back, she respects you. If she doesn't, she was never truly yours. The right woman will always be drawn to a man who moves with strength. If you're looking to take a deeper dive into these concepts, join my Podium community, link in the description. It's packed with powerful insights to help you master your masculinity in today's dating world. Stay strong, stay focused, and protect your power. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.